Hi, you're tuning in to Live with Dre and Friends. We got Betty Idol in the studio today.
Hey.
The very beautiful Betty Idol
Thank you.
from Love and Hip Hop ATL.
Yeah.
And she's also a singer. And actually, she is a singer first. Don't.
Singer first.
She's a singer first. She's not a reality chick first. I hate when they do that. Don't you
I know.
call you a reality chick
I
first?
know. I'm like, no.
I'm a singer first.
I'm a singer first.
I'm a
Music
singer
comes first.
Music definitely comes first for her. I want to ask you about. I know you have your track "Thug Cry" with Rick Ross from a couple years ago. How did that happen? How'd you meet Rick?
I didn't meet him. I actually recorded the hook with the Justice League, the producers, and from there, their managers took it to Rick Ross because they have like so many other songs with Rick Ross. Like they did like Maybach Music and all those great songs. So they sent him the track. He was in Miami, and then he like loved that one. He was like, okay, I need this. This is definitely one.
That was definitely. I liked the way you sound. You have a very different sound. Is what I like. Like I don't know if you guys know the song. It's a song that I can't sing, so don't quote me on it. I just wanna be the one. I just wanna be the one
you love.
Oh, you see, she can sing in real life. She don't need just the auto tune. You see? Look, they're back there looking good. Look. That sounds good.
Tonight, and I'ma put it on you, baby. Okay.
Okay, I like that you can actually sing because a lot of girls be out here with the auto tune and they get caught in the interviews. Like, can you sing for me? I'm not gonna sing for you today. Like I've seen even some of my favorite people be like, I'm not singing on the spot because you can't sing. But we're not gonna go there. That was a very big song. A lot of people didn't know that you were on that, and I feel like they don't give you credit for that. Like I feel like
the whole it was just crazy. Like I guess the story around the feature credit and all that kind of stuff. It was kind of done really fast.
So I know because like I've seen it on YouTube. I've seen your name. Sometimes I've seen your name. Not sometimes, but whenever I Google it, it does pop up.
Yeah.
Whenever I Google you, it pops up as one of your songs. But sometimes I see it in the feature box.
Yeah.
You know that it was there. You know that it was
Yeah.
there, and you know what you did.
It's in the credits.
Yeah.
It's in the credits.
Look, the buzz just keeps coming. It's attacking you.
It's because you're so sweet.
Oh.
They want your blood.
No, but that was a great song. I didn't even know that, and when I found out, I told a lot of people because a lot of these reality stars don't actually have talents.
Yeah.
Like they be on these songs. I mean these shows for industry stuff, and they've just slept with people they don't have a talent. Like they'd be like, I'm a singer or I'm a rapper, and they have no credits.
Yeah.
No credits at all.
At all.
All the cash, no credits.
Yeah, but Betty got credits. Betty got credits.
We're gonna quote that. That's gonna be a hashtag. Betty got credits. That's going,
yeah!
That's going on my Instagram.
I'm gonna do it too.
Let's go on our Instagram right after this interview. Yes. But also I wanted to talk to you about. You also worked with 2 Chainz on Blue Dolphin.
Yeah.
How did that? How did you get in the studio with 2 Chainz?
I've been working with 2 Chainz like forever. Actually, when I moved from Jersey, I packed up everything and I just drove to Atlanta, and he was like the first guy I met there, and I just started like being at the studio all the time. Like whenever he wanted me to come, I was like, okay, I'm going.
Was that the only thing you guys were doing?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure, because we just being truthful.
No,
you
he's
know
a
how
big bro.
Okay,
He's a big bro.
I just asking because a lot of big bros in the industry.
No, he's the big bro.
Look, y'all back there crying. There's a lot of big bros. Look, that's my best friend. What are you talking about? That's my best friend. I would never. That's my brother, girl. That's how it always goes, but I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
She's not that type of girl.
No.
But how was your experience on
working with him?
No. Oh yeah, working with him. We'll go there with that.
He's amazing. His vibe is super dope. A lot of great energy and just lit, obviously.
That's good.
Yeah. And when we actually recorded that song, he was like working out. It was like 4 in the morning. It was really late. And we actually were listening to like a ton of beats before. He just finished doing another song. So then we were like just going through beats and stuff, and he was like, just pick one, whichever one you vibe to. And then I was like, I like this one, I have an idea. And then I told him the idea, and he was like, go inside the booth, that shit's hot. I was like, yes, okay, I'm going in now. So working with him is always fun. I'm actually gonna be on his new album coming up.
That's what's up. I like that you seem. I'm not surprised you guys work together because you seem like a real creative soul, especially after sitting down this. You seem real free spirited, and I feel like the people should really know that Betty Idol is not a bully.
I'm not a bully.
Like I watched their Looking Up Atlanta. It seemed like they kind of gave you the
bully role.
The bully role. Like you were on the hit list. You were like one of the enemies. How did it feel after you watched it, knowing what really happened in the scenes?
Honestly, I was just like, I kind of just started watching it just so I can see my makeup and make sure my angles was good. But I mean, I get it. I get like, people feel like, oh, she's a bitch. I don't like her or whatever.
Yeah.
Cause I would look at it and be like, why did they, why did they make me look like that?
Yeah, they made you seem like really like she's just some bougie chick. She's some bougie chick that's about her and her best friend, and they just evil and they just go around arguing and just
arguing with people.
Go arguing with people, which just seemed really, difficult, but like difficult to understand because when I was watching the show, I felt like I want to like her so bad, but like what's going on? Like I want to talk to you about one of the scenes, like well, that wasn't your first scene, your second scene on the show. Well, what's your second scene with the whole situation with Tammy?
Yeah, that's the second scene.
This is your second scene. I wanted to know how did that begin? Because I know they edit a lot, they chop and screw that stuff.
They edit a lot.
How did it start?
Well, what, her walking into the scene? Or?
Like just the whole, like when you guys sat down, you guys are in the conversation, what was the vibe? When you met her, how did she?
I mean, she was nice. She's a nice girl, like she's nice. It was no beef like at the beginning. So but the thing is, before that scene came about, like at the fashion show when Dee went to the fashion show, she was like, I don't know, like I'm feeling, I don't know if I'm gonna like really like doing the show, because she said that Bambi had made like a comment talking about,
Dee Smith has said that.
Yeah, that Bambi made a comment and like she had met all of them, like Rashida and all of them, and
what was the comment?
The comment was like, oh yeah, because I got a long pussy. I had a long pussy. And then all of them started laughing and like looking at Dee, like, so it's just kind of like, she's transitioning, so she's sensitive about her shit, right?
And you felt like,
yeah, I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I was like, I don't know. And I'm super protective, so.
Which you should be, especially when a friend in that type of situation.
Yeah, because like I've known Dee before. I've known her when she was a man, right?
Before transition.
Yeah, before transition. And so she's been through a lot, you know what I mean? And so it's like, okay, I'm kind of like protective.
Yeah, I get exactly.
Protective.
It's like family.
Yeah.
You love her.
I love her.
So it's like, I totally understand you, but when you guys sat down, what was
the vibe?
I
know the vibe. Okay, so
yeah,
I'm like, let me get back in.
How did it
happen? So she walked in. So you already
had a bad vibe. Not a bad vibe.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I don't know, I don't know about this one yet.
You're a little fishy.
Well, I was a little bit on the defense, right? So she was super cool. I'm not gonna lie, she was really nice or whatever. But when she was telling Dee like, oh, I really want you to model my bathing suit line, I was like, but one, she's just beginning her transition, and this girl is married to Waka, and then Waka has like these, comments. Like, so I really wanted to, and I actually spoke to Tammy at the reunion, and we had like this conversation. I told her that my issue with her was if she really, and now I know that she doesn't have like an issue, like she's really genuine about, like she's being genuine, but it just seemed like, okay, if I have an issue with what your husband said, and then my friend has an issue with what your husband said, like maybe you should try to see if, hey, how about you guys come to the fashion show or whatever, and I can like set up something so you guys can speak to my husband, so you can see that he's like a nice guy and he really doesn't have any problems. It was just the interview was like all effed up or whatever.
I get what you mean, because people like, that's like somebody saying that's your best friend. If they say they don't like what your best friend is doing, or your spouse says they don't like what somebody you're working is doing, why would I want to work with you if the people around you don't
don't like, you know. So that, and then I was telling her like in comparison, like okay, that's like if I have like a racist boyfriend, right?
And my best friend, and I would say, I want you to walk for me and you're black.
Yeah, and you're black. Like, what? Like, hell no. I'm not walking for you, you know? So that's kind of where I was going, but it kind of, and those, that I did say to her, well, maybe I should sit down with your husband. So then that's kind of how the fight really.
Yeah, I wanted to know what.
Because
like,
there was
what
a lot
words
of,
made
there
her,
was a
like,
lot of, there was a, that was it. There was a lot of extra stuff that was being said. And
like, did she make those shots at you?
Yeah, she threw shots at me too.
What did she say?
And I was like, well, wait, where are the shots that she threw at me?
What did she say, if you mind me?
Well, she was like, so I was pretty much asking her, like telling her the difference in between, like, okay, he has this opinion, which is not necessarily an opinion. It's not an opinion. It's you know, it's discriminative or whatever.
Yeah.
So, is that a word?
Discriminative?
Yeah.
That's a word.
I think discriminatory.
Discriminatory.
Okay.
Discriminatory.
Well, we all have those moments. I
just made up my word. Discriminative. Okay. So, yeah, so I was telling her and she was like, no, da, 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 and I was like, and she was like, well, that's like me telling you I don't like your hair. And I was like, well, you can't say that because my hair is fabulous. And then she kind of was like, and then she was like, I don't know. Oh, this is what she said. She was like, first of all, I don't even know why you're here. I don't even know why you're here. I came over here to speak to D. I don't even know who the F you are and all this stuff or whatever. And I was like, what? So then she was like, anyways, like I was saying D. And then she was talking to me. So you're going to model in my thing. And then I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I don't understand the relevancy. And then that's when, because she came at me crazy, I was like, wait, hold on. Okay, you're going to come at me now? Now we're going to get it popping. I'm not going to let you just come at me and I'm not going to say nothing back. I'm not a pussy.
And then,
you know?
Then the hair pulling started.
And then she pulled out my hair. Yeah, so I escaped. And then I was trying to get her, you know, but they was lying. And so I went down and I grabbed her leg. And then as soon as I grabbed her leg, she went, and then I was like, she got my fucking hair. So then it was like, I was like, let go of my hair. So then that's how
and that was
my
your
hair coupled up.
No, Betty Idol is Colombian
black. Yeah.
And she speaks fluent Spanish.
Yes. Por supuesto que sí. Claro.
Have you ever done any music in Spanish?
No, but I want to.
That's something you're interested in?
Yes, something that I'm very interested in. And the thing is, like, I never like wrote a song in Spanish. Like I write like poetry and stuff like that. But I guess I can just try to like write a song. Maybe try from there.
Yeah, you never know where it could go. But talking about writing, I want to ask you about K. Michelle and her makeup artist Japan and the whole situation that happened, you know, at the bar, and you and her got into a little thing, and it seemed like you just came out of left field. I feel like a lot of the season, they made you seem like you just was bugging out, like you just came in the scenes and just was like
I'm schizo?
Yeah.
I am not the little chihuahua everybody calls me, okay?
But I'm just curious, like, how did that scene start with you and K. Michelle?
So the scene started, okay, so as soon as I walk in, she was looking at me, okay? It was like intense. But I was being nice. I was being nice to her because at the end of the day, like, I was like, you know, she actually is doing her shit. Like, I respect, you know, real recognize real. Like, I'm respecting her for her craft. Like, I salute you, right?
Yeah.
So I was being nice. Then she started like I was being nice to her. I did not say anything mean. She was out of line because she instantly, as soon as we sat down, she was trying to start, and she was looking at D, and she was trying to start with D, and D was not biting back. She was like, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with it at all, because the simple fact that K. Michelle has a friend, which is a makeup artist.
Yeah,
Japan. And so Japan was D's friend, right? And I met Japan through D. They wanted to do, D was going to sign Japan and push Japan as her artist, right? he was like, yo, Betty, you know, I got this dope artist, you know what I mean?
Friends
yeah.
do.
And like, I want you to write a song for him, and like, we're gonna fucking do this, right? And I was like, all right, like, totally, let's fucking do it, right? So then, I wrote the song, and we had fun. It literally probably took like 15, 20 minutes for me to write, but we had like a ball. Like, as soon as it was done, we were all dancing in the studio, like.
That's what's up.
You know, jumping.
That's how it should be.
Yeah. So everything was good. I didn't have no problems with Japan, but Japan had like a situation with D, so then that didn't happen. Japan decided to leak the record. When I found out Japan was trying to leak the record.
Before, you know, just to clarify, that was owned by you. That song was
That song is my song. I wrote it.
Oh.
Every lyric.
And if a lot of people don't know that when you write songs, the writer owns the song. Like just because Rihanna sings it, or just as an example, just because Rihanna sings it doesn't mean she wrote it or she owns it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know that people go hard for those type of things.
Yeah.
Like you can't just take people's songs.
No, that's like somebody stealing your, you know, like that's like I take my music like my babies. I don't have no kids right now. One day. So Japan takes song, decides to leak it. I called Japan myself, and I was like, yo, please don't do that, fool. Like, that's not a good look. Like, it will go down in history that you're just leaking shit, and people don't respect you when you do stuff like that. Like, you have not been in this music industry that long, so if you're just going to take somebody's stuff, like, and do that, word is going to spread, and nobody's going to want to write for you.
Gotcha.
You know? He didn't want to listen because he was working with K. Michelle, and I guess she advised him to leak the record, right? So when I was sitting down when we first met her, like I said, I had no problems with her. She straight went to D and was like, so D, like, I have a friend. He wanted to come, but he said he was scared. He didn't want to come because of you.
Scared.
Yeah. I mean, what's going on? We're not walking around with like freaking machetes.
Yeah, because a lot of
shit.
people made it seem like during the season, y'all was the mean girls. And
Going at D, she was like, oh yeah, you know, cause he was scared to come and this and that, and you know. But D was very like she was not entertaining that conversation at all. And so Jocelyn was like, yeah, what's up with that? You know? And then K. Michelle was like, oh yeah, cause he had like a record and this and that, and then D was like, I mean, yeah, you know, but I don't care. I have plenty more records, like it's whatever, you know. And it wasn't a smash, so it's cool. And then Jocelyn was like, well, I thought all your songs were smashes. I thought you did nothing but smashes. And then D was like, all my songs are smashes, but it's whatever. Like I don't care. Yeah. And then I was like, I do care. I care because I'm not going to let anybody think that it's okay to take any of Betty's songs. You're not going to take any of my songs and just leak them. It's not right. Like, I'm not going to promote, like, doing bad things. And it's already bad enough. Like, people can just stream your music for free, you know? And it's like, you're just trying to take my stuff now? Like,
you don't do that. It's just a respect thing. It's not even a money thing.
Yeah, like, that's just wrong, you know? Like,
don't do it.
That's why I said he had no morals.
And also I want to ask you, you know, how do you guys? Cause I know people were talking about how Jocelyn was a big character this season. How did you feel when you met her, or how did you feel? Do you have any problems with her? How did you feel when you met her, or how did you feel when you met her?
I met Jocelyn off camera.
And how was
before.
that?
It was fun. Like we was twerking in the bathroom.
We was
having fun, doing our
in the bathroom.
Yeah, doing our makeup. You know, like we were chilling. I love you, Jocelyn. She's nice. She's nice. She's nice.
She seems like a nice person.
She is nice.
She just seems like, you know, they made her look like she's crazy.
They did kind of make her look a little crazy this season, but
hey, all is fair in love and war.
I mean, they made me look crazy this season.
Yes, they did.
Camera can do a lot of things.
How did you get from Texas to Atlanta, or where were you before? Like, how did that whole transition start? Because you know, she's from Houston, Texas, like the great Beyonce. You know, yes. A lot of big people in Houston.
Well, I moved to New York when I was 5 from Houston, but we always had a house there, so I always went there for summer and then came back for school. So I moved to New York. I moved to Manhattan then Queens, then Brooklyn, then Jersey, and I kind of just stayed in Jersey for a while, and then I moved to Atlanta like in 5th grade, but I didn't like it there because like this little girl called me a nigger. Yeah, so I was like, Bobby, I don't want to be here anymore. I hate fucking Georgia. He's like, okay, let's go. We're going back to New York. So I was like, okay. So then we came back to Jersey, and then I just grind out here. My mom, you know, I started doing music since like recording when I was 10. So like,
That's what's up.
yeah. So like, I just kind of, my mom was like my manager, so she just had me like all over the city, like
That's what's up.
recording and
How did
stuff.
you figure out that, you know, this was what you really wanted to do and that you actually had a talent? Because we're not going to say no names, but not everybody on the cast can actually sing or can rap or can make good music.
Yeah. When I was 7, actually, that's when I started writing, and I wrote a song for my mom, because my mom was a singer. So, like, she inspired me. She was like
That's what's up.
you know, she was my inspiration.
Your role model.
Yeah, mommy.
That's what's up. Tell mommy hi.
Hi, mommy. I love you. Talk to you later. So, yeah, so like I started writing when I was 7, and then I started recording when I was 10, and then I recorded with Wyclef. Wyclef was like, that was the first studio session I've ever, like, first time I ever
Wow,
recorded.
that's what's up. That's a big artist.
Yeah.
Wyclef.
And he was like, you have something. He's like, you're special, and don't stop.
Like, did you feel like, wow, I'm going somewhere when you work with such big artists?
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, because you see like, where they're at in their career, and then they tell you their story, and it's like, you know, it's inspirational. So it's like, okay, so you worked at McDonald's, and like now you're driving that Maybach. Oh, definitely gonna keep going. Definitely.
That's what's up. I know you're coming out with an album soon. Have you dropped a name yet? Do you have any ideas?
Oh, I'm gonna name it 16
That's what's up.
because that's my birth date.
When's your birthday?
June 16th.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah,
Nah, she's crazy.
No, I'm not
She's
crazy.
crazy. They're all crazy.
No, we're
But,
no, we're not.
But that's what's up.
It's a good
16.
crazy. A little crazy is good. You know,
Yeah.
you don't want to be boring.
Yeah, crazy too.
Yeah.
But when gonna be producing it, that's what's up. How did y'all meet?
We met through Polo the Don.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, he linked us together.
This
Because,
is when before you met D. Smith before she transitioned.
yeah.
Okay.
And so when I went there and everything, you know, he was recording, and it was just instant vibe. And so I don't know. This is the D that I met before, so it was not, you know, she was not her.
Yes.
So he.
Yes.
And that day was just very reformed, you know, like just very laid back and
Chill-
everything,
chill
chilling.
man.
Yeah. And just instant vibe, like instant connection or whatever. But it was probably within that same week, she decided to send me a picture, and she was like all dressed up.
Were you surprised?
I was.
Shocked?
I was like, cause she called and she was like, oh, let's go out. I was like, all right, I'm totally down. We're gonna go out. And this was kind of like my first time like in Atlanta, like really just hanging
How
out.
many years ago was this?
Like 5 years ago. Yeah. So this is like my first time in Atlanta, like just really hanging out. No, 5 years ago. No, it was like 4 years ago. 4 years ago. So, I was like, all right, let's totally do it. Let's go out. So then she sends a picture, and she's like all done up, like a Barbie doll. I was like, yeah, and it was a popping picture too. I'm like, you did a photo shoot? The hell you just did over there?
Yeah.
Right? So the picture was super dope, and I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. Because I'm from New York, like, I was like, whatever. You know, I just came.
So did you kind of get the message, or?
Yeah, I got the message.
Okay, so
it was very clear.
It was very clear, and
It
you
was
were
very
totally
clear.
accepting.
Yeah, I was like, all right,
what's up. Cause
Yeah.
not everybody is accepting, and that's a big thing we say over here on my show. To each his own. Whatever you like to do, whatever makes you happy is what makes you happy.
Yeah.
But that's great that you were totally accepting, because not everybody is.
Yeah, I know. And she was so happy or whatever. So then we went out and we got so wasted, and it was crazy because a cop pulled right on the side, and I was screaming out the window. We were driving down. I was screaming out the window. I was like, yeah, I think I flashed somebody, and then the cop pulled over, and I was like,
the adventures of D. Smith and Betty Idaho.
But they let us go. They was like, you having a good time? I was like, hell yeah. We're having a great time. Okay, see you later.
That's what's up. But that's what's up. So that's how your friendship kind of grew.
Yeah.
So where you are now.
Yeah.
How did you get approached to go on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta?
Through Blue, my friend Blue Da Vinci. He actually hit me up and he was like, yo, I want you to come on the show with me. And then I was like, I don't know.
He wasn't on the show.
He wasn't on the show. He decided not to do it. But he was like, I want you to come on the show with me. And I was like, all right, cool. All right. But I had to give it some thought. It was probably 3 days. 3 days of some hard thinking. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to do it. And then the day of our interview, he was like, I'm not going to do it. So I was like, okay. But I already spoke to the producer, and I was like, look, so Blue doesn't want to do it, but I have my best friend who is an amazing producer, and she's super talented and an amazing person, and she has a story to tell. And I think that it would be great for her to, share her transition with everyone.
That's great.
Yeah, and so they were like, okay, yeah, totally, bring her in. So then we went, and then they loved us. So then we were like, okay, well, we want you to come on,
That's what's up. And then that's what's up. Is there anybody on the cast that you would work with musically?
On Atlanta? Well, I like Mama D. I love Mama D. I like Mama D.
That's what's
up. So, Mama D, Arian.
First I do my lips.
What's the dance?
In that order. I don't know.
She said in that order. First I do my
lips. Lashes. Brows. Can't forget about the edges. The heels or the wedges. In that order.
I don't know the dance, but
we support
we're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it.
We're gonna get it together.
That's what's up. And Arian?
Yeah, Arian. Arian's good. She can sing. I personally don't sing like Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston, so I understand that there's different voices.
No, but you can sing though.
Yeah, thank you.
No, because when people be trying to say different, they be trying to say you can't do something. Be like, oh, you different. Or they be like, you're special.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
But you're really talented.
Thank
That's what
you.
I like. I'm a big thing on, with my show, I take it very seriously. I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care how many this or that. If you're not talented, you're not coming on. That's just it. If you don't got a talent or you don't have anything to speak about, I don't want you on here.
Yeah.
I like that we're really getting to know the real you, in the way that you were perceived on TV isn't the way you are.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm totally opposite of that. But it's whatever.
It's whatever. You got the platform.
Yeah.
You got your name more out there. Are you planning on coming back next season? That's one of the big questions.
I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it.
You're thinking about it?
Thinking about it.
Okay. Would you ever try New York or?
I think so. I think I don't know. It would be interesting to see.
Or Hollywood.
See the other people.
Oh, that's what's up. What's up. Are you a big people person?
I'm a big people person.
That's what's up.
New York. I think Cardi B is amazing.
I'm a Cardi B fan too. I need Cardi B over. Cardi B better come down here.
Cardi B is just so amazing. She's hot, and so her here in New York, and then is she a Gemini?
Cardi B. I can't. She might be. We can Google that.
She gives me Gemini vibe.
Oh, she gives you Gemini.
Yeah.
Vibe. She gives you Gemini vibe. That's what's up.
And in LA, Miss Nikki Baby.
You like her?
Yeah, and I think that LA has some talented.
Yeah, I feel like if I had to say the most talented known cast, I would have to go to LA. They have the biggest names over there.
Yeah, like, you know, Ray J and Soldier. Like, Soldier's still Soldier Boy. You know,
yeah, that's Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people have to do a lot of things to get in the industry. You know, I like that you didn't sleep with everybody. Well, you didn't sleep with everybody.
No, I did not sleep with everybody.
Oh, that's what's up. That she didn't sleep with anybody. You know, a lot of girls got to do a lot of things. And, you know, you never did, like, videos or anything.
No, actually, I just shot my video for Pluto, my single.
That's what's up.
I know, I'm so excited.
That's the only video she shot.
Yeah.
And so Pluto actually is your single right now, and it's actually a great song. It gives me a real party, fun, like sexy vibe, like you with your man, or you even out with your girls, you're in the car, just jamming to it.
Yeah, right. Rider music.
That's how you felt?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
It's a vibe. Actually, I wrote it because I'm like an emotional person. I like wear my heart on my sleeve. Yes. And I'm a sucker for love. Yeah, so like I was going through a relationship and it was kind of like on and off. But like I just love him so much, and he was like, "Oh, you gotta prove to me that, you know, it's hard for me to believe anybody when they say love, this and that."
Back for me.
Yeah, and so I was like, I just wrote the song because I was like just expressing myself, you know, like this is how I feel.
I like a lot of your clothes on the show, like, you know, when you in the confessional, I loved the sparkles, like it was real pop. You gave me a real character. Like I felt like, you know, the one thing K. Michelle did say about you that was true is you are a real character. I like, you know, you're your own person.
That's the way to be, right?
Yeah, it ain't no other way to be.
How?
I also liked your photo shoot that you did in the flowers and the lake. That was in a real lake?
Yeah, that was a lake.
Oh, that's what's up. That looked very like, I like that a lot.
Goddessy.
Like real goddess.
Knowing who I am.
But where did Betty Idol come from? And I need that question answered before you.
Okay, fine. It's Salome. Salome is my first name.
That's what's up. You don't gotta say last name.
I gotta let y'all know my last name like that.
But
so
how did Betty Idol start?
Betty Idol came because so in the midst of, you know, working with D Polo, D, creative genius, is like, look, bitch, you're gonna have to change your name. It does not go with your music. And I was like,
and yeah, also a lot of people like, you know, if you're not Hispanic, you might not know how to pronounce it or read it. I know. Cause in school I got teased. When I was going to school, like I was bullied, and they always made fun of my freaking name. And I was like, how is it, like, do you not know how to say my name? It does not read Salami. You know? The freaking teacher, oh my god, I cannot. They called me Salami, then the teacher called me, you know when they do the announcements and everything? She's like, Salamander? I'm like, there's a fucking D in there. There's no D or E in R. Like, you know, are you freaking kidding me right now? They do that to my name all the time. Like, they put an A in it, and I'm like, where did the A come from? But how did Betty Idol start? Like, what made you go with Betty Idol?
So.
It's very catchy.
Yeah, right?
It's very catchy.
It's cute. I think it's cute. So we were just pretty much at the studio, and Dee took out the computer, and she was like, we need to, like, Google names from the 50s, like, vintage names.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, my music is very, like, the music that I was doing, especially at that time, was very, doo-wop. Like, doo-woppy. Yeah. Yeah, so doo-woppy, and a lot of people like to say it's called, like, ghetto doo-wop, because it's a little hood. But, so we came up with Betty, because she, you know, we were going through a whole bunch of names.
Betty Boop?
Yeah, I love Betty Boop. She was my first poster. So Dee was like, oh my god, Betty, you look like a Betty. Okay, so Betty is the first name, and then we had to come up with a second name, and I was like, really? We have to come up with the last name? She's like,
yeah, because Betty's a really common name. Betty's a really common name.
I know. She's like, no, you gotta have a second name. Like, it just has to have a second. You have to have a second name. So I was like, all right, fine. So we couldn't come up with it that night. So I had like homework for the week. And
Gave you homework.
she gave me homework, that bitch. And so I was home, and the boyfriend that I had at the time, he was making a beat or whatever. And then I was like doing my makeup in the bathroom, sitting in the sink, because that's how I like to do my makeup for some reason. And
Real close on the mirror.
yeah, just super close, like. And so I was like, fuck, Idol. Why don't I just Betty Idol? And then I ran out and I was like, babe, what do you think about Betty Idol? And he's like, I like it. It's good. I like it. Betty Idol. That shit's dope. So then I was like, oh my god. So then I called D and I was like, bitch, what about Betty Idol? And then D was like, I like it. I like it. Okay, I like it. So then I called Polo. I was like, Betty Idol. And then he's like, I like it. But what about Betty Davis? I was like, no. I don't want to be Betty Davis.
Betty Idol it's more poppy.
Yeah.
It's poppy and it's easy to read. I feel like if something's not easy to read, people don't like it.